Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. There is a really annoying noise right outside my window. So if you can hear that, I'm so sorry. I think that this week I'm gonna take you along through all of the crafts that I'm doing, which is kind of what I do normally, but I think this time it'll be a little bit more in depth. With that said, we're gonna be starting out with spinning because I still need to get through this bobbin and I'm determined to do it right now. It really shouldn't take that long, so I'm gonna get that started. And after that, I'm going to prepare the fiber for my next bobbin, and then hopefully we will be plying by the end of the week. I love how I say that. I feel like on almost every vlog, and then it just never happens. But I have ambitious goals for the week and I try my best to get everything done. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but this week we're gonna make it happen. So let's get started spinning. Let's finish this bobbin and let's prepare this fiber for the next one. Whoa. While I'm spinning this, I think I'll go over some general life updates. Work's going well, which is great. Sometimes I feel like I don't know, it's work. I did have a lady the other day ask me if our maple syrup was house-made, to which I replied that no, we couldn't get the trees in to tap. So, sorry, it's store-bought. And I said it in a joking, funny way because it's 8 a.m. and let's just laugh a little bit. She did not like my joke at all. She actually kind of got mad. And I was like, okay, she's either mad that I was making a funny joke, or she's mad that our maple syrup's not house-made. I don't know, I really couldn't tell. That was fun. She walked out. Yeah, I know. I just don't understand it. Okay, it's either a me issue because I like to crack jokes and sometimes they're a little bit on the dry side, but it's funny because it's this really obviously a silly joke, oh no, our maple syrup is not house made, I couldn't get the trees in to tap, I'm so sorry. Maybe she just thought I was being really snotty sarcastic, but I was smiling and I was really making sure I wasn't coming off that way. But I like to make the same joke about bees. When people ask about our honey, if it's house-made, which I've gotten that question before, I'm always like, no, I'm so sorry. I tried to convince my boss to put some bees on the patio, but he didn't think that would be a really good idea. I don't know, it's just, I think it's funny, but also sometimes okay, I have ADHD, I am neurodivergent. I think a little bit differently than some people, and so sometimes I think I'm just a bit too neurodivergent for this world because, I don't know, sometimes things just don't land, people just don't understand me. I work with the general public and I seem to get a lot of complaints about me, just being me. I'm not being rude, I'm not usually in a bad mood, and if I am in a bad mood, I would never put that onto a customer, but I seem to get the most complaints out of anybody that works there, and I just don't get it, people. I don't get it. I do not get, I don't know. I don't understand it, and a lot of times, the interactions, just, I'm just being myself, and then next thing you know, my boss is talking to me about something, and I am wait, really? There was an issue? I don't know, I just don't get it. I don't feel like I'm behind socially, if that makes sense. I feel like I understand social cues, and I've worked in the general public ever since I've had a job. I did hair for 12 years. That's me being all up in someone's business, doing their hair forever, and I've never had that many complaints when I was doing hair, ever. Never. Especially about my personality, never ever had issues. So I just don't know. I don't know if it's me getting older, or maybe I just look like a person that people want to absolutely walk all over, trash, crap on. That's kind of how I feel. So that's fun. It's going really well. Anyway, dating life is going well, I would say. Still seeing the same person I've been seeing for, I don't know, a month now. We cooked together last night. That was really fun. I love cooking with someone. It is, I mean, I like cooking in general. I did go to culinary school, so it's obviously a passion of mine, but it's really fun to cook with someone who also knows how to cook and knows their way around a kitchen. I don't know, it's just fun, okay? And then you get to eat the food afterwards. It's really, really good. And then we watched a documentary about the ocean, which was really fun and educational. So that's going really well. The garden, however, is not going well. I'm just like, I don't know. You know, the one thing about having a bad gardening season is you really can't get a do-over until next year, until May, really. So it just sucks because I can't really do anything to revive the garden. The last time I checked it was Saturday morning, and then Saturday night it hailed for like 20 minutes. And the hail was so strong, like with the wind and everything, it was hitting my balcony door right here. It was hitting the windows. I saw some like marble-sized hail, and my garden's kind of close to me, so I'm not sure if the garden also got hailed on, but I have not checked it since Saturday morning, and the hail came like Saturday night. So maybe I'll go tomorrow. I really don't feel like leaving the house today, but maybe I'll go and check it tomorrow. We got so much rain the past week, so I think it's gonna be okay without like me going and watering it. I told you last week that another pepper was gone. That's really frustrating. I'm still trying to think of solutions. I do have like row covers I could cover them with. I could cover them in garden fleece, maybe? I don't know. I feel like I need like a wire cage or something to put over it, like chicken wire, but I don't really want to spend any more money this year on the garden because it's kind of just dying, and if my solution doesn't even work, I just don't even want to deal with it. But I could figure out somehow to protect my pepper plants in some way or another. It's just frustrating. Tomatoes are not doing well at all. I really look forward to kind of the end of gardening season because then I get to spend a lot of time in the kitchen preserving my food, canning it up and whatnot, and yeah, that's just not happening this year. It's kind of frustrating. So that's the deal with the garden. Yay. The gardening season, or at least my garden, because I work in a community garden, it doesn't close until November. So technically I have until like November 1st to keep taking care of it. So that's really, really fun. I think that might be it for all of my life updates. That's like pretty much all that's going on in my life. Work, dating, and garden. Wow, so exciting. Oh, I have been having terrible sleep. Oh my gosh, people. I have suffered from insomnia in the past where I go to sleep just fine and then I wake up at like 2 a.m. and I'm up for like 2 to 3 hours after that. And it got better, like it's gotten so much better. And I really haven't had to deal with it for years, really. But for some reason, the past 2 weeks or so, I keep waking up at 2 a.m. and I'm up until 4 maybe, and then my alarm goes off at like 5:45 a.m. and I've gotten no sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm not functioning at my 100%. And I can't really figure out the reasoning for it. I know like when you wake up later into your sleep, it has to do with anxiety. But I don't really feel like I'm super anxious about anything. I feel like I'm just kind of okay right now, in life in general, but for some reason I keep waking up. It's not every single night, but it's like one night I'll sleep well, 2 nights I sleep terribly. One night I sleep well, 2 nights I sleep terribly. So it's kind of like that. And it's not really fun. Usually I wake up at like 7-ish on my days off. Today I had to sleep until 9, which is like really late for me, but I was exhausted because I was up what seemed like forever last night. I read about monk seals. That's how I tried to lull myself back to sleep. Kind of worked. So yeah, other than really not sleeping well, not really having a reason, and not knowing how to fix it, life is going well, I would say. It's fine, which is great. I'd rather it not be bad. And I do like when it's really, really good, but it's also good to just be neutral, It's good to just not have anything wild going on. Okay, I'm going to continue spinning this, and should be done soon. This is how much I have left. So I'm just working on some cross stitching. I, for the most part, prepared all of the fiber for spinning. I just don't feel like spinning at the moment. Earlier, it made me so tired. I had to take a nap, which is fine because I did not sleep very well last night. Now I'm on the couch and I'm stitching away. This is how much I've done so far. I just have this corner to do and I'm done with the main stitching part of it. And then I move on to beads. Yes, this is how I'm storing them. They're in these little containers and I had to sort them all. They come in these little bags all mixed together, like 2 to 3 types of beads. And then I have to go through and sort all of them and also try to get the color correct because on the pattern here, it just kind of describes them like jade, grasshopper, frosted bottle green. And I have to kind of figure out which ones are which. And then I just put a little label on there and they're good to go. So as soon as I'm done doing this little corner, I'm gonna start the beadwork, which is pretty exciting, I think. It's not too bad as long as I don't spill the beads. That's happened before. Also, as long as I don't run out of the beads. So yeah, just have to be really careful. So that's what I'm doing kind of for the rest of the night. I probably won't be able to finish all of the beading tonight, which is fine. Maybe I can finish it tomorrow. No, I don't know. I say that, but like this is probably 2 to 3 more days of work. And then I get to start a new pattern. And I'm gonna use some of the dyed Ada cloth that I dyed in the last video. I'm gonna start up one of those patterns. Very, very excited about that. All right, well, I will show you a progress update later after I've got something done on here. Hello everyone, good morning. I sold a yarn from my Etsy last night. It's this one, beautiful. This is 70% merino, 30% tussa silk. It's 310 yards. So I am preparing the package for it right now. I'm still trying to figure out like label things, but for now I am just manually cutting out labels. The one thing I hate about Costco is that they don't open until 10 for the regular members. It's 8:47 and like I would like to go and, you know, get on with my day, but I can't because Costco is one of my stops and I can't like go in there at the moment, right? It just kind of sucks. I hate it. It always puts like a little damper on my day and I really just have to go there for honey because I buy my honey in bulk for my tea every morning and I'm running out. I need to go get some, but yeah, I've got a long list of things to do out of the house right now and well, I can't really do any of it because by the time I'm done doing everything before Costco, it still won't be 10. I just don't get it. I think that they should just open at like 9 for regular members. 10 is just so late. I don't understand it. But I use so much honey that it's worth it for me to have a Costco membership. I mean, obviously I get other things there when I need them, but right now I just need honey. So yeah, that's my gripe of the day. Oh, I just realized that this is being shipped to Colorado, which is pretty cool. Actually, it's in the Denver area. So that's really neat. Thank you so much for purchasing my yarn and also hello neighbor. I'm gonna put a little sticker in there and a little thank you note with my logo on there. There we go, all packaged up, ready to go. Now I just have to wait around for like 40 minutes until I can leave the house and make it to Costco on time without having to like wait in my car for them to let me in. And if you watch my videos, whoever purchased this yarn, thank you so much. I'm aware that some people might not watch my videos who purchase it from Etsy because they just find me from other sources on Etsy, but I hope you love this yarn so much if you're watching this and can't wait to see what you make. Tag me on Instagram. Yes, that's how I'll be able to see that. Well, I guess while I'm waiting, I will start up the next bobbin. This is what the first one looks like. So pretty, love it. And I am ready to spin with all of my little containers here. So I'm gonna get this all set up. I do have to admit that this is a little bit of a boring spin for me because it is all one color. So I don't know if I wanna do something different for the next spin for this blanket or what, just to keep my interest. I feel like roving that's been dyed with multiple colors, like this stunner right here. These are so exciting because you just never know how it's gonna turn out. It's so fun going through all the different colors, but doing like a solid color like this is a little boring. I'm gonna try my best to get through this pretty fast so I can apply it up and just have the yarn done. And then we'll go from there. We'll just see what I can do for the next spin. Yep. that's what I have to say about that. So let's get started. Also, I just need to know if this is normal. This has nothing to do with spinning, but I have 5 gallons of water because I have like a water dispenser, and I usually take the 5-gallon jug to the store, fill it up, haul it all the way to my apartment, and then boom, I have clean, filtered, delicious water. And I had an idea that I was like, okay, let me just get like one of those like filter pitcher things, like a Brita filter thing, and then I can just fill it up with my sink water and fill up the 5-gallon jug. And then I can put that in my water dispenser. Then I don't have to haul the water all the way up to my apartment anymore. I can just fill it up with the filter pitcher. That would make sense, I think, but I've been putting the water into my water bottle over here, drinking it. Great, okay, but then for some reason, like the next day, it is like, it's gone bad. I don't know. I know water can't really like go bad, but it smells like sewer water in my water bottle, and it tastes bad. Like it tastes like I'm going to get sick from it. And I don't quite understand because that water is coming out of my sink. So I just don't know. But I'm gonna return my little water pitcher thing today and then just continue getting water from the water station at the grocery store and hauling it up to my apartment because I can't deal with that. Also, it's a waste of water to fill up my water bottle, and then the next day it smells and tastes absolutely horrific. Then I have to dump it. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. And I guess that's also why I don't get water from my sink. Like for people overseas, I think it's normal for them to just like drink water from their sink. When I was in Finland, I bought bottled water because I'm not used to getting water from my sink. And I had people commenting on my video asking why I was buying water because Finland has clean water. And I'm like, well, I don't know. That's just what I'm used to. I'm not used to getting water from my sink. So I understand maybe in other countries, water from the sink is very normal, but I don't know, at least in this apartment here, it smells and it's weird and I don't like the taste of it. So I have to go and buy my water. If you're from a different country, let me know what you do for your water. And if you're from the United States, let me know if you just get water straight from your sink or if you've ever filled up your water bottle from your sink and then the next day it smells absolutely terrible and tastes terrible. I'm just not sure if it's my like apartment or the water tank here, or like I don't really know. I have no idea. I don't know what the problem is, but it's really gross and I don't feel safe drinking the water that smells and tastes really bad. It's not good. It like made me gag this morning. I was like, is this safe? Like, am I going to get sick from drinking this? So yeah, that's my water situation right now. I just really wanted a way to not have to haul the 5 gallons all the way to my apartment because it's very heavy and like I can do it, but it's just a little much sometimes. Also, I do know in Denver they were giving away, and they might still be giving away, those Brita filter pitchers to people because of the lead. We have like a lot of lead pipes here. So they were giving away a bunch of pitchers to a bunch of people, I guess maybe in certain areas or I don't know really where because of all the lead in the water. So that's really nice. I don't think it's really affecting me though, but yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the pipes here. All right, well, I guess I will continue spinning until I can leave the house and go run my errands. I have this cabinet right here. It is a bar cart. It's full of bar stuff Really nice stuff, all from Crate and Barrel, including this bar cart. It's really nice, but I don't ever use it, and I have an empty cabinet in my kitchen. So I was thinking about moving all of this to the empty cabinet, and then I can store more cross-stitch stuff in here. And I was also thinking about rolling up fabric and putting it in here where the wine goes, just to, I don't know, make it look a little cute. Yeah, I feel like having this cabinet is great, but it's storing things that aren't really useful to me right now at this moment, and I would like it to be a little bit more useful. And I seem to have a lot of cross-stitch stuff kind of spilling out from its area. So that is my goal. I'm gonna move everything out of here, put it in the cabinet over there, and make this like a little crafty cabinet. Let's go. Okay, so this is pretty much done. I tried to kind of put this in order of color a little bit. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cute. And then in here, I have various cross-stitch stuff, projects that I need to frame. This right here is from that big scroll cross-stitch project I'm working on with all the fruits, which I will get around to again one day soon. Some project bags, and then in here I have some variegated floss extra bobbins and some other cross-stitch stuff, and there is a lot of extra room to grow, so that's good. Definitely more useful than what it was before. Put this plant back up here. Okay, well, that was a fun little task, and I'm glad to be done with it. It's like 2 p.m. I think I'm gonna cross stitch now. I'm gonna try my best not to take a nap, because I feel like once I sit down on my couch, I end up getting really tired in the afternoon. Maybe I'll make a cup of tea or something. I don't know. I will figure it out once I get there. Hello everyone. I have made another sale on Etsy. So exciting. This is it. Beautiful. This one is 90% BFL and 10% nylon. 290 yards. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love these colors, brown and blue, some of my favorite colors ever. So I am packaging up this order right now. Go ahead and put it into its bag, and a thank you note, a little sticker. Put a sticker on the front, and shipping label right here. This is going to New York. Yay, how fun. And I'm gonna go ship this out right now. It is Friday. Happy Friday. That's all I have to say. I just got off work. I am sweating because it's very hot out, and I've been sweating all day at work. Lovely. So I'm gonna ship this out. Then I'm gonna come back and get comfy. And then I don't know what I'm doing today. So that's it. Good morning, everyone. This is one big baby right here. I can't believe he's gonna be almost 11 this year in a couple months. Oh my gosh, wow, big bug. I am about to get some spinning done. This is how much I've done so far. I have 2 containers left, and well, 2 containers and then like a pile of fiber. So I don't know, I have a decent amount still to get through. I know I said like at the beginning of the week that I was gonna try to get it all done and hopefully plying by now, but you know, I say those things and that just doesn't always work out. Just too many things going on in my life. So today I'm gonna try my best to just get through some of this, and I for sure should be playing in the next video. Absolutely. See how this turns out. I'm not sure if I wanna like just spin everything for this blanket all at once, or if I wanna like spin some and then do like a fun, colorful roving that I bought and then spin more, like do every other, just to keep me interested. Because if I do the same thing all the time, I get really bored. But then part of me wants to just crank through all the blanket fiber and spin it all so we can get weaving on this blanket. I would love to have this blanket woven by the first snow. I say that, but you know, I don't know if that'll happen. I'm gonna try my best though. It's okay, at least I wanna be done with the blanket before springtime, okay? I wanna use it during winter. That's the goal. Okay, with that said, let's start spinning, see how much I can do, and then I'm gonna show you a little bit of my cross stitch because I'm nearly done with it. So exciting. So this is how much spinning I got done. This is how much fiber I have left. So close. I could definitely finish this probably tomorrow. And I wanted to show you my cross stitch. Look at that. I'm so close to being done, like very, very close. I think I'm just working in this corner here, but I hope you can see the beading. It looks so good. And I also have to do the back stitching. So that's another thing. Other than that, so close to being done. And that is all I have for updates. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you next week. Goodbye.